Hi, this is Mark from Solo. Today I would like to show you a game called Genotype. This is a game from Genius Games. Thanks for sending the game for review. And Genius Games is a company that creates games that on one side they are fun, but on the other they want to teach you new things. And the games usually combine some science with board games. And this game is no other, because this is Genotype is a game about genes. The subtitle is Mendelian Genetics Game, and this is the name comes from Gregor Mendel. He was today we would say scientist, but in the 19th century he was a friar, Augustinian friar in a monastery, and he was working on pea plants, and he's like a godfather of modern genetics. Because he was, his study was about how different genes are passed from, children to parents, and he was working on pea plants. I have a plant here. It's not pea, but this is here beans, because my daughter recently is like into plants and stuff, and in the kindergarten they were planting different things. So you see, this is a theme of a game that is very appealing, even for children. Like my daughter is very into plants and seeds and stuff like this. So this game will maybe not teach you, but will allow you to learn more about the genetics and about the the beginning of the gene science. But you don't have to know anything about it, because in its basic, this is like a very cool looking worker placement game, where you work on different pea plants, and you have your workers. You have dice, and you have to validate different genes, and you have different accessories that will help with your scientific fun. And you have some other monks that can help you with your work. This game is for 1 to 5 players, and it's great because it has a solo mode. You play against brother Johann. This is an automa, and he emulates like real life player. So this is nice. You don't have a beat your own score type of game, but you have an opponent that you have to beat. He's got 3 difficulty levels that you can adjust. And so let's open the game. Let me show you how it looks like. And the game was on Kickstarter last year. Now it's available in retail. So let's open the box, and let me show you how the game looks like and what components do we have inside. So let's open the box of Genotype. This is how the box looks like. This is the back of the box. You can see how the game looks like when it's set up on the table. Here you can see different cards. And according to the box, this is a game for 1 to 5 players. It takes about 45 to 75 minutes to play, and it's from ages 13 plus. So let's open the box. Okay, so today we will learn something about genetics. This is a cool idea, and I like games that not only are fun to play, but also can teach you something, because always learning new things while having fun is the best idea, in my opinion, to learn anything. This is the rulebook. The rulebook is really nice. It has like 20 pages, but you have examples, you have a lot of pictures, and this is not a very complicated game. It's not very easy also, but it's nothing like Mage Knight. And here are the solo rules for the automated player called Johann. And this is a second booklet. And this is something I know Genius Games are doing in most games. Science behind Genotype. And this is like a booklet where you can learn about genetics and learn about the things that are, you know, happening in this game. So you don't just, you know, play the game, but you can see how different real life, you know, things correspond to the game. Like you have the science and the game, so different things are covered about genes, about Gregor Mendel. So this is cool, because if you read this, you know what you are doing in this game and how it is, you know, connected to real life science. This is a cool thing. I would love to have a booklet like this in a lot of games, like when you have historic games and, you know, war games. It would be nice to have a second booklet that can teach you new things. And what do we have here? Here we have some cardboard elements. These are like the coins and the round tracker. These are the elements that you put on the board to they correspond to different traits and different genes. I will show you later. The cardboard is really thick, really nice. I know there was a deluxe edition on Kickstarter where you had like metal coins and stuff, but this version, the regular version, looks cool as well, I think. Here we have player boards. A nice paper. They are printed on like a nice paper. It looks a little like, you know, an old paper. Really nice. And this is our player board. Here we have garden plots, and this is space where we plant our pea plants. And here we put our dice. These are additional slots for our, you can say, workers. We have workers that we put on this board and on the main game board, and we can gain different, like, you know, we can do different actions. Like here we get additional spot for our dice. Here we can do a gardening action, and on the back we have scoring sheet, so it's easier to, you know, score points at the end of the game. And we have, you know, 5 of them. Automa player doesn't use player board. It just uses a set of cards, 9 cards, I think, and he's got some specific rules. But maintaining him is not a complicated thing. And this is a first player marker. It's a shovel. It's really big. And here we have some leaves that we use to, you know, to cover validated genes. And this is cool cardboard. Extra plot, something we can, you know, buy for money. This additional space to plant our pea plants. If you buy something like this, you add it to your game board, and you have additional spots to plant your peas. And this additional space for dice, you can also get it. This is the game board. I will see if I can open it and show you how it looks like, because I think it looks really nice. Whoa, this is back of the board, really cool. Augustinian monastery, probably the one where Gregor Mendel was working. And this is the game board. It looks cool, like an old paper, old, you know, scientific books and scrolls. This is the place on the board where you put different dice. You have offspring dice, 20 of them that you roll. They are here. They have different colors corresponding to different traits, like seed shape, flower color, pot color, and plant height. You can have tall, short plants, green, yellow, and the flowers can be purple, white. So this is about, you know, mixing genes and researching how different traits are passing from, you know, from plants to the offsprings. And we have dice. They are not just regular D6 dice. because you have numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, and this is a mutation mark. So you take all the dice, I will not take all of them, you roll them every round, and you put them on the board correspondingly, like you have, I don't remember how it's called, but this is the square with different type of genes. So you see it's 1, it says big T, so you put the dice here. It's number 2, it's big T, small t, you put it here, and you put all the dice on the board, and then you use the dice, you drop the dice, take the dice from the board, every player can take them, and you put them on your player board, and you can use it to validate different traits of your pea plants. The dice are cool, they're really nice. This is a nursery, this is a place on the board where you have additional pea plants that you can, you know, take and plant on your player board. This is a place where you have tool shed and you have additional tool cards that you can get that will help you during the game, like one-time bonus actions. Here is the research upgrade that you can get at the end of every turn, like you can get a new plot or the dice slot. The things I showed you before. Place to plant new plants and place for additional dice. You can get additional action marker, so it's like your worker, or you can hire an assistant and someone who will help you with your, you know, research. So this is how the board looks like. Let me fold it. And here we have the cards. Let me open them for you. We have a lot of the cards. We have basically 4 different type of cards, and this is solo play setup. These are 3 cards for playing solo, and this is cool because with this card you can just put them on the table and you know what's going on. These cards are your assistants. There are 10 of them, and they have different abilities that you can, you know, use. They are not like one-time bonus, but if you get an assistant, you can use the assistant for the rest of the game. Sometimes they give you a special ability that it's like, you know, you use this ability when you take different specific actions, and sometimes you can use this ability and you know, rotate the card and unrotate it, you know, at the end of the turn, at the end of the round. So you have 10 assistants, really nice, you know, images, friars and monks. No, I'm interested if they're a real life person or not. Sister May, no idea. And here are the automa cards. This is like a deck of 9 cards, and it tells you what is automa doing in specific turn, in specific part of the round, because the round is divided into a working phase, and then it's the plant breeding phase, and there is the research upgrade phase, and then it's end of the round when you reset the board. So you take the card and it tells you, know, which dice it takes or which action does automa take. So it's cool. Just 9 cards for the automa. And here we have the plants with different traits, like you have, you know, a pea plant with you know, purple flower and yellow peas, and you know, they have different points here. So when you validate the whole plant and you check all the, you know, genes, take the dice and, you know, validate the plant, you take it and you score 8 points for this one, for example, at the end of the game, or 9 points. So the more plants you you know, the more plants you validate, the more plants you harvest when they are validated, the more points you get at the end of the game. And here we have the how they are called, tools. You can also get the tools, and they are like one-time bonus or like special ability that you can use on your turn. and they help you with your scientific research. So here are the cards. They look nice. They have nice texture. The whole game is, in my opinion, it looks fantastic. I mean, the 19th century monastery scientific theme is like well done here. You can really feel it when you look at all the elements. And here are the, you can call it shovels. They represent your workers. You can use them to do different actions. You start with 3 of them, and you can get additional workers during the game if you pay enough money. Well, and here are the round, tokens to track different things on the player board. So this is Genotype. This is how it looks like. It looks great. Please visit my Instagram or Facebook or Twitter. When I will post, when I will play the game, I will post my review, and I will post some more photos and my opinion how the game plays and what do I like about this game. You can find the links to Genius Games in the description of this video, as well as links to my social media profiles. So thank you for watching and see you next time. Bye bye.